know how, I thought it was safe, but I got a plan. Let's load up the chopper and ride it around.
I pull up on them while you sleep. You gon' see, it's a fucking murder spree.
Okay, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are on F1 2020. We're going to be doing a My Team career. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into it. Alright, so we've already got our character. He's right here. His name's, oh, actually, let me get all this stuff out of the way for you guys. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, game shit. Oh, what am I missing? This. Okay, there we go. Okay, his name is Mike. He's my guy. He goes by Captain. So we're gonna select him.
Carl here. Let's get this team up and running. The first thing we need to do is register a team name and bring in some important partners.
Okay, register a team name. We will do then.
First, enter a team name.
Okay. We gotta think of something. Something motorsport. Something motorsport. Let's see. What do we have? I do a lot of fishing, so I'm gonna go with the Reel. R-E-E-L, like that. Reel Motorsport. That's who we're gonna be taking.
Let's choose our primary sponsor for this season.
Okay.
Some sponsors offer a larger signing bonus up front. Some offer more weekly income. The better we perform, the more our level will go up as the team gains more acclaim. Doing this will increase the income from our sponsors.
Okay, so I definitely want a good signing bonus and weekly income. I don't really care too much about the goal bonus. So it looks like the farther we go, the bigger signing bonus we get. You know, Loop is pretty solid. As a team, achieve 5 points finishes during the season. I think that's gonna be fairly doable. We get 5.1 for signing with them, and their weekly income isn't that great. I think it might actually be the lowest. Yeah, so maybe we'll pick something other than Loop. What about Shark? 5 Constructors Champions points? That doesn't seem too bad. Seems pretty easy for a first season, but Slingshot Fuel has a good 15 Constructor Championships point. That's a little high, but we could definitely do Slingshot. I think that's what we're gonna go for. We're gonna go for Slingshot.
Won't be going anywhere fast without a power unit. So let's sign one of those now.
Okay, time for power unit.
Obviously, the better performance and durability, the better. But be careful about spending all our cash. We're going to have people and facilities to invest in the team. Power unit suppliers will also provide upgrades throughout the season at no extra cost.
So I'm gonna have one of these two. I definitely think I'm leaning more towards Renault. Yeah, we're gonna have to go with Renault.
We're not much of a team without a second driver. Let's sign a teammate. Here are the drivers interested in joining our team. Look at their stats and pick someone you think can get us good results, as long as we can afford them. Oh, and we renew contracts every few races, so you'll have plenty of chances to sign someone else should the need arise.
I don't know, Mick Schumacher, that's quite the name to carry on. Or Jack. But I think we want some money left over after this, so we're gonna go for the most bang for our buck in Mick Schumacher.
Go ahead and confirm if you're happy.
Are we happy? I think we're happy. Yeah? Okay. Real Motorsport, here we go.
Select or Edit delivery will be running this season. We can add more sponsors to the car as we sign them throughout the year. And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ.
So, the look I wanted to go for, I think I still do, is like a Dorado or dolphin fish, or what else do they know about? Mahi, because we are a fish related, company. So we're gonna take this livery and edit it to look like a Dorado. So I'm gonna use a reference picture and show you guys what they look like. Here. Not sure if you guys can see that. Nope, if not, yeah. So I'm just gonna put a picture up on screen. Oh, there you go. So that's the picture I'm gonna use for reference. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So we will accept that as our color.
Now we need a badge for our team branding. Select an existing badge, edit it, or create one from scratch.
I like that better, I think.
Last but not least, we need to pick team colors for the rest of our branding. You'll see these colors throughout HQ.
There we go.
Great. That's everything we need.
Okay.
You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But if you're ready to go, hit advance to head to Team HQ, and we can start our push to the top of Formula 1.
Yeah, I'm all good to go. Okay, so here's the catch, is that in this season, if I wreck out of a race or anything like that happens to where I have to retire, I'm not gonna redo any race. It's gonna be on simulate damage. Qualifying will be full qualifying, 25%, and will be on 85 to start. 85 to start, and then 25% races. Flashback will be off, perk for May rules on, simulation damage, safety car on, regular, manual, and yeah. So that is what our races will look like, and there will be no redoing of any sort. Okay, off to Australia we go, I believe, and my team is going to be very focused around engine and aero, but more engine, similar to Ferrari, versus a more nimble chassis and more downforce, similar to like a Red Bull style.
Okay, we're live in 5, 4, 3.
Hello folks, and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out though as being something different is that its owner is also its driver. Now, there's a rich history of that in Formula 1 too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill and Bruce McLaren all drove their own cars in the sport, but it has become increasingly rare in recent years. What's very special about this team though is that while the team itself is new to Formula 1, so too is its driver and owner.
Whatever happens this season, you've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula 1 team?
I won't lie, it's been a lot of work and there's even more to come, but I wouldn't have taken on the task if I didn't believe in myself and my team. Nothing easy is worth doing. I live for challenges like this. It isn't about me, this is about my team, and I'm behind them 100%. Together we are unstoppable. I think I'm going to go for this one. Makes me seem confident, but I also like my team.
Every team needs two drivers, but what was it that drew you to your teammate?
The last name. It was finding the right fit for our team. They understand that we are new and appreciate the opportunity we're providing. Their skill set really suits our team. We've seen what they can do on paper, and I see a lot of potential in them. It was tough to get. No, I'm gonna go ahead and say their skill set really suits our team.
No one aims to finish bottom of the table. Who's the team you're aiming to beat?
I predict that we're gonna be having a few close races with Williams. Hold on a sec. Yeah, like I said, Williams is gonna be who we're trying to beat this season, because I don't see us finishing too high up unless we get a good strategy and good race plan.
How are you expecting the car to feel out on track?
We focus on maximizing our traction out of corners. Sim data looks good, but we don't know. Responsive possible. This is going to give us an edge. Maximizing our traction, I guess, for downforce. Yeah, aero, for aero.
The other teams now have years of experience, both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up to them?
Fuel loads are the key to reducing weight of the car. The efficiency we've got out of the power unit will keep weight down.
Overtaking is a key part of this sport. How have you ensured that your car can take advantage of each opportunity that comes your way?
Overtaking is all about power, so we have worked hard on every bit of performance out of the power unit.
And finally, which of your new departments are you most proud of?
Our power unit department.
Well, that's about all we've got time for here. We will see how this fledgling team fares in its first Grand Prix.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, thank you. That's a wrap.
Alright, off to Melbourne we go. Oh, and just so you guys know, I'm not using my face cam, and I'll be doing a voiceover after, just because I don't want you guys to be hearing my shifters for the whole video. So yeah, off to Melbourne we go. Alright, just before we head into the Grand Prix weekend here, we're gonna get our activities all ready to go. So first one, we're gonna go for one of the 7-day ones. Aero and chassis, or power and durability focus. Probably power and durability focus. So we have 2 days left there. Then the car reveal, and then we have a 5-day. So here we'll go for the preseason merchandise sale to make up, I think. Actually, we'll do the driver training camp for 5 days. Got all that stuff. Here we can do our facility upgrades. Looks like we already got our start with the engine. R&D. Got a lot on our engine and aero done. I'm not too worried about chassis for now. For now, we'll start one of these, the front wing, I think. Minor. Yeah. That should come in just before Bahrain. And then maybe sometime this weekend we'll start one of the chassis ones as well, or one of these. Maybe we'll start another engine. Alright, that's it. We're gonna hop into this weekend, and yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go with the car reveal. Dang, that is one beautiful ride. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do some upgrades. We got our power unit here first up. I'm not sure if we're gonna start anything quite yet. Maybe we'll go for the cylinder heads. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do the cylinder heads for sure to start, and that'll be all our R&D points for now. Throughout the weekend, we will upgrade some more, I'm sure. All right, let's go ahead and head right into the weekend with our first practice.
Morning, boss. Jeff here. Thanks again for bringing me on board. You've found a lot of talented people for this team. I can't wait to see what we can accomplish. Our journey to the Constructors' Championship starts here today, and the car is ready to head out whenever you are.
Alright, here's the setup. I have a custom setup set up for Australia already because I have my own career. So front wing 4, rear 6, our differentials are pretty unlocked. Our suspension is just kind of medium. All of our suspension geometry is medium. Our suspension is a little bit weaker. Okay, so here we go for the first on-track run with the car.
Best of luck out there.
Alright, cheers. We're coming around down the main street in a second here. The car felt really good with this setup that I had on. You can go back and pause the video if you need to. But here we go for the very first run ever, doing the track acclimatization in Melbourne.
Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
Messed up a little bit out of turn 2, but that's alright. We'll keep going. Yeah, pretty solid through this whole area. This is more of a high-speed exit on the next corner, where we just clip the inside barrier, or you aim to clip it so you don't go wide like that on the outside. High speed through here, all the way down to turn 9, and then 9, or I guess 10 through, 12 or 13, is all high speed. Got the fastest chicane coming up here. Swing back and forth right into the DRS zone. And around. Oh, I guess that's not a turn. Heavy brake into turn 13. We got the double right-hander. And then the, not hairpin, but the sharp left turn. Right here. Where you brake off to pit lane and down the main straight. Final turn, turn 16, open DRS, and your hands free off the line. So yeah, overall, good first run. We got purple on our test, so that was pretty good overall. Alright, so we went through the rest of the practices, and we got everything all done, all the challenges and stuff, so we have enough R&D points now to not do another engine, or no, we have enough to do that engine, not the other side. So we're gonna start a minor engine, and that'll be it for now. Okay, here we go, into our first full qualifying as real motorsport. The Rolex Australian Grand Prix. Let's see what kind of work we can get done. Alright, here we go for the first lap out on track. We're going to try to go as fast as we can. Hopefully, Sainz will get out of our way in the McLaren. I believe it's just his outlap here. Yep, he's going to pull over for us. Which is good. It won't slow us down too much. And put too much of a burden on our time. Here we go. We're going to try to clip this barrier, get really quick through here. Nice, we didn't run wide at all. That gives us a good slingshot. Heavy braking. Around the corner. We are speed. A little bit off our line there. We should have gone a little wider so we could come through there faster. A little too much brakes. Kimi Räikkönen sets a fastest lap. but that's just because it's early in the session. Open DRS, 8th gear, and we're gunning. Big break into the right-hander. We're on soft tires now, so we can stay up in 4th gear. 5th gear through this right-hander also, and then we're going to cut back from 6th down to 2nd. Run as much power as we can with our Renault engine. Get around this corner, we're going to have to let off a little bit. DRS wide open, Max Verstappen puts a 122 in, and we get across the line at 1.5 off Max's pace. Okay, it's the end of the session now. End of the Q1 session. We're coming around for our final lap of Q1. We are currently in P13, so if we hold or go up, we are safe and we're going to get into qualifying 2. Delta is saying that we're up 0.2 of a second right now. So we're holding, oh yeah, we're right on 0.2. Coming around here, we got to get through pretty quick. That was a good turn. We got up 2 more tenths. We're going around this corner with 4 tenths to spare. We lost a tenth. We're coming. DRS is wide open. There's nothing we can do now. Just hope and pray. We get across the line, and we hold our position in P13. That's fabulous. That means we're going through onto the next qualifying. But where is Mick? Mick qualified P18, 2.5 off. I was 1.9 off Delta. So here we go for our first lap in qualifier numero dos. We're already off the Delta. Max Verstappen goes fastest for the 125. We're coming up to a heavy break in turn. Sebastian Vettel goes fast with the 122. We're in P10 currently. Coming around the final corner for Q2. See if we can get in another lap. We're racing the clock down. We're at 7 seconds to get across the line. 5 seconds. Here we go. Did I misjudge it from the pits? Yes, I did. I will not get a final run in qualifier 2. So we go P11 and we are knocked out of the session. Really a bummer on my part. I just misjudged when I left the pits. I'm satisfied, obviously. We made it all the way up to half the grid to P11, but
it's finally time once again to begin what promises to be another thrilling season of Formula One action. Pre-season times, subject of so much discussion in recent weeks, mean nothing now, as the cars line up to battle it out for points once again. So let's get this season underway. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. Just south of Melbourne's downtown business centre is the one and only Albert Park circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy circuit with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake and a couple of good passing opportunities here as well, thanks in part to the DRS zones into turns 1, 3 and 13. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari or Red Bull establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson. We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back. I have to think the usual suspects will battle it out at the front, but there are always going to be some teething problems early on in the season, so whoever can keep on top of their issues will have the advantage today.
As I mentioned earlier, we're up to 11 teams this season, with a new entry run by, well, of all things, an owner-driver. That's something we haven't seen in this sport since Hector Raback over 4 decades ago. So how are they looking so far?
It's hard to imagine how a small operation like that could survive in the ruthless world of Formula One. And yet here they are, first ever race looking surprisingly strong. But there are no points for qualifying. Let's see how they fare in the Grand Prix proper.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Vettel, Max Verstappen, and Albon, Sainz, Ricciardo, Norris, and Sergio Perez. The captain, Ocon, Daniel Kvyat, and Stroll, Magnussen, Giovinazzi, Kimi Raikkonen, and Mick Schumacher, Gasly, Grosjean, Russell, and Nicholas Latifi. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Alright, we are on the grid for our first go. We've got the 5 red lights. And they're out. We get a decent start. Oh, we get a rocket ship start. We're down the inside of everybody. We're gunning. We're gonna go for a dive bomb on Max Verstappen and Alex Albon, and we come out of it. I don't think either of us took damage. I don't even know if we came together. Max Verstappen is behind Alex Albon. We've got the 2 Red Bulls behind us. Leclerc and Bottas are going at it. Leclerc looks like he's gonna squeeze out in front. Bottas just gets his nose cut out by Leclerc. Looks like we're gonna have a run on Bottas now down into the turn, but we have to back out a little bit. We know we're not gonna pass the Mercedes at this level quite yet. Eventually, hopefully, yes, we will finish in front of Mercedes. We're in front of... Nope, Lewis Hamilton's out in first, in front of Vettel, on Leclerc, on Bottas, on us, and Alex Albon's going for a run around the outside through the high-speed chicane. Verstappen's on our tail. We brake late. We throw our car around the corner, and we come out in front. We've got our overtake enabled. We're trying to defend right now and just hold Alex Albon off for hopefully a little bit, at least a couple of laps. Bottas is starting to get a cushion on us, and we are not getting a cushion on Alex Albon by any means. Bottas is going to go hunt down those Ferraris in red, and I've got the Red Bulls behind me trying to hunt me down. Lewis Hamilton goes fastest, but it's the first lap of the Grand Prix, so it doesn't really mean too much. We will see what happens down the road. So here we go through lap number 2. Nothing special. Bottas is pulling away. We got a little bit of a cushion on Albon, but it's staying the same. We're not gaining on Bottas at all. He's pulling away. Albon's not really gaining on us all that much either. So here we go. Lance Stroll had engine problems and went out of the session. I get told to use my overtake button. We're coming through around this corner here. We're down the main straight. Alex Albon is 0.2 on our tail. He's gonna go for a dive down the inside, and he hits me. Alex Albon just dove right into me and put me out of the session. Now, we're gonna look at a replay here. I want your guys' opinion because I don't want to be too biased, but I really think that Albon was being an idiot here by trying to go down the inside. I don't know, maybe I turned it on him, but I swore that I left him enough room. I think he was getting set up for the next corner and turned into me wide, trying to take the line. Because I was going straight here to try to exit the corner and keep the inside line to give him room. And he just turned over into me, I think. So, as I said, we have to retire from Australia. Horrible result. It's really the way I hate to go out, but that's what I promised, and that's what I have to do. It really sucks to see me go this way.
And a driver who knows how to take advantage of that. It doesn't matter how much time you spend poring over the stats and planning strategies if you can't keep the pace, and our winner today showed they could do both.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Okay, so poor result for the team. We're gonna look at our R&D and go ahead and start a chassis upgrade, just so we don't leave all of our trees out, all of our branches and stuff. And we're going to advance to Bahrain.